And our dear Mr. President, who is probably paying back a promise that Tinubu extracted from him way back in 2014 when they added their money and their votes for him to become president of Nigeria way back then. And now they reminded him, you promised to give it back to us.
Breaking news, my people. Now, good evening. Only my ear no go hear this one. I never sleep. Oh, I still dey because hey, you see this street. We got to drop the update. Woto as we see and woto. Welcome back to Big Things Got TV. For you, they give una as they hot as they see and they drop and woto. That Baba don open. Buhari say Buhari Nyash and Tinubu. Una must hear am from the horses smart. I beg my people, before I go let una watch this video, I beg, I dey on my knees, react to this video, share woto, I beg, I know they carry body, I be una pikin, and una sister, una friend, I beg, help me share am because this one na great news wey be say we suppose hear all the way how they take plan now, wetin they don plan since now, wetin they do now. I go make sure say you open your ear, watch out till the end though, so that you get how they take plan now. You remember say when INEC declare say Tinubu na the elect to your family, not be to green white green nation, you understand? Then how many days for the night Buhari talk say I accept this result that the Yakubu have announced. If you don't accept this result, go to court. You remember that statement? Even now video he make, you understand? He make video before they come post am for us to see am. They come talk am for news. My people, you know what he make am maybe say na fulfillment. You know say they call vow. Now vow wey be say he vow with Tinubu. Now they give back to Tinubu, so now make am my live now. Now let people maybe say you understand. Now go fit get the message, but open your ear, you go get am. Woto. The intro when I put, just watch am. You don't already hear small for the intro now, be watch this video till the end. Don't forget to react, share relation woto, I beg. Una welcome. Nakada Bukbe. Thank you.
Here we have the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Datti Baba. Stay with me, Mr. Daniel Buhari. Let's come to Abuja studio with the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Thank you so much, and it's good to have you tonight on the program. Well, let me first and foremost, let's begin the conversation around your own view of the outcome of the presidential election.
Sad, unfortunate, tragic. All promises that were made, dashed, failed, hopes dashed. On a Wednesday before that Saturday, we attended the signing ceremony in which the INEC chairman so bravely spoke and in which Mr. President also spoke. We should have known better. We always know better. But when you are dealing with authority, you are a law-abiding citizen, your only option is to continue to have hope. Well, we've been having hopes for 8 years now. Promise after promise was failed. They promised beavers will walk on Wednesday. They switched it off on Saturday. They promised electronic transmission on Wednesday. They failed it on Saturday. Mr. President said all he could, but all we have to do is to look at their antecedents and just come out and say the truth. These are people who just practically do not even know what they are promising. They promised better security for Nigeria. 8 years now have not been able to. Better economy, no. Fight corruption. Nigeria is the most corrupt era for Nigeria now. And therefore, if they failed to deliver the credible elections that they promised, it should come as little wonder to us. However, they are still calling it a credible election, which reinforces my belief that, clinically speaking, they don't even know what they're doing. They just say things in the air. Credibility, they have honor, they have zero honor, they say they have honor. They force people to say that they are leaving behind a legacy. What legacy are you leaving behind with all the poor state that Nigeria is in? That is my view. But let's keep that aside and go to what is really facing Nigeria now, if you would. Can I go ahead?
Yeah. Just, I'd like to just get one or two things off the table. You mentioned this. It looks to me that you generalize the issues. But Nigerians would like to know in what areas that you have your disappointment about the process. Is it with INEC? Is it with the beavers? Did the beavers work, or was it the IREF? Because a lot of people will say maybe the beavers worked, but the IREF, the transmission of result, was the problem. Where do you think that the promises did not match the performance?
The arrogant INEC chairman and the incompetent president of Nigeria, I'm very, very sorry to say. The chairman should not have engaged in what he did. At the height of administrative rascality and official arrogance, sneak in the hour of 4 a.m., arrogate himself the power to interpret a section of the Constitution that needs no interpretation. Section 134 comes already interpreted, and recklessly proceeds to declare and issue a certificate of return. And our dear Mr. President, who is probably paying back a promise that Tinubu extracted from him way back in 2014, when they added their money and their votes for him to become president of Nigeria way back then. And now they reminded him, you promised to give it back to us. And he has no choice than maybe, well, they promised, okay, give it to them. He could not stand for righteousness. And it is clear, with this president, anything can go, and you can give it a different name. These are the places I'm disappointed in. But I really, really want us to come to what is facing Nigeria now, if you may.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and, but of course,
there are
your party, just for a moment, your party had gone to court petitioning the outcome of that election. What are your expectations? And I'm asking this because your party came third. So in that sense, what are the hopes and aspirations of your party and your principal and yourself? What do you think will come out of that election? What are your prayers?
It's good we always finish qualifying what we're saying. When you say we came third according to the results released by INEC. Yes. In reality, we came first with the data, with the collated results on IREV and with our agents and everything that we have.
Have you collated that?
We have. Yes.
You've tabulated it?
Yes.
And what are the figures telling you?
We won the election.
INEC declared 6 million plus for you.
Yes, but we got the highest number of votes.
By how many votes?
It's in the region of 8 million, but when the lawyers are handling that, I don't want to give a figure right now. We came first, so just to correct you, whatever we say is good, we fully clear it. Yes, we've gone to court, and the lawyers are handling it. What is facing Nigeria now? Nigeria is officially in a state of constitutional crisis. We're not realizing that yet.
What do you mean by that?
Thank you. A certificate of return has been issued to a so-called president-elect unconstitutionally. There are therefore two meanings, two interpretations, and two understandings of the declaration made. One is that one by INEC. One is that one of the people. When I said of the people is whoever can read section 134 of the Constitution and take a position, then we are entitled to our own view of what crisis is facing Nigeria now. The certificate of return issued to Alhaji Tinubu is a dud certificate. It is one certificate that breaches the provisions of section 134. Therefore, the requirements to be declared as president-elect have not been met by Tinubu Shetima ticket. The declaration, therefore, as it stands now, as far as the people of Nigeria who choose to adopt the literal, clear, interpreted meaning of Section 134 is concerned, there is really no president-elect.
All right. So let's clarify.
Yes.
So Section 134 suggests and puts to Nigeria.
Does not suggest, provides.
Yeah, provides what Nigerians should think about when they are electing a leader and the office of the president, and it talks about.
No, Seun, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's not what they should say when they are electing a leader. Section 134 stipulates who to be declared an issued certificate of return. It is only that candidate that has scored the highest number of votes and at least 25% in each in at least two-thirds of the states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory.
All right.
Remember,
so I thought you were going to say something different from what I was going to read.
No. Each and now it is very clear. Tinubu does not have 25% in the FCT. We denied him. We got 61%. Atiku does not have 25% in the FCT. We denied both of them. By the clear, unambiguous provision of the Nigerian Constitution, which must not be breached, Tinubu has not satisfied the requirement to be declared president-elect. Accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria now. I repeat, accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria at the moment because the declared one violates the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I know what I'm saying. The Constitution is there in your presence, is available. Everybody is reading it as I speak. I'm not therefore behaving illegally or unconstitutionally. To the contrary, I am supporting constitutionality.
And if una do it, if una don't get the information, if you know say you want get more, just go Channels TV, I beg, go there, go get the full update, you understand? And I just pick this place because I think say this place very, very, very vital, very important. And the day life, go check them. You understand? Just swipe and go back. You will see the news there. Read out, just view them from the side to the end because the news passed like 1 hour plus. Now today news, this news now today news. It was today. You can go and confirm now today news. Not be yesterday or now today news. This evening news.